I wanted to end the week on something very hopeful on a positive note. So I'm sure a lot of you are watching the NFL draft right now and seeing dreams come true in real time. And one of the biggest stories so far is Jeremiyah Love, who was just taken number 3 overall by the Arizona Cardinals. And so, yes, this is a football story, but to me, also it's a parenting story and a story about how we treat kids who seem a little bit different. His family have publicly spoken about the fact that when he was younger, he had traits that make them wonder whether he might be on the autism spectrum. Like he would keep to himself all the time. He liked things a certain way. He had strong routines. He had sensory preferences. And his parents said they were basically told to let him be who he is and just learn how to support him instead of trying to force him to be like everybody else. And that is the part right there that I want people to hear. Because too many kids get misunderstood before they ever get supported. And people will see a child who's maybe intense or rigid or socially different or routine or extra sensitive to things. And the first reaction is to treat the child like they're a problem. But sometimes the same things that people get worried about early are the same things that can become a strength later, right? Like focus or discipline or repetition or attention to detail or the ability to lock in or the ability to tune out noise. And a lot of our kids are working on the exact same things right now, even if nobody's clapping for them yet. And so let me be clear with this. I know that every child's outcome is not going to be the NFL or the NBA or anything, and that's not the point. The point that I'm saying is that different doesn't mean that a child has a less of a future or no future. And when a child is supported early instead of constantly being corrected or shamed or underestimated, it changes what's possible. And I think that's is why stories like this are good for people to see. Not because everything turns into some perfect movie script ending, but because it pushes people to rethink what capable actually looks like. And it reminds parents that support matters and reminds communities not to write these kids off too early. And it reminds all of us that sometimes the issue is not the child. Sometimes the issue is that people don't know the power of the child that they're looking at yet. So I just want to say congratulations to Jeremiyah Love and his family and the whole St. Louis community that I'm sure that work with him. And I also want to say to the family still watching, don't let other people's low expectations shape how you see your child. And I'll end it with a question. How different would children's lives look if they were supported earlier instead of misunderstood first? Like and comment. Have a good weekend. Peace.